I'm Tony and I love motorbikes and adventure. In this series, I'm going to show you some of the best bits I found whilst travelling North Vietnam by motorbike. If you're into getting off the tourist track and want to explore the real Vietnam, you're going to love this series of videos, so sit tight. After a 16-hour flight, we finally landed in Hanoi. Hanoi is a busy city, the sort of place you want to escape from quickly. It's absolute organised chaos on steroids at 1,000 decibels. Landing the day before gave us the chance to rest and also the opportunity to get an insight into how the traffic works here. Crossing the road by foot or jumping in a cab or a motorbike taxi shows you just how the locals navigate these roads. It is a steep, sharp learning curve, but having this short setting in period has set us up for the journey ahead. In the meantime, we took full advantage of our time in Hanoi. So this is the road with a train that comes all the way through. They close it at a certain time, but down there you've got all the poppies. And it goes all the way across into that side of the road. On the train track. Right, so me and Will are now waiting for the 8 o'clock train to come past while we drink our coffee that's going to come soon. That's how close it is. We just walked up the track. Here comes the train. Here it comes. Holy. No wonder she said get your legs inside. Put your finger up there.
You really, that's if I put my hand there, you can.
Yeah.
Size my little finger then.
Look how long his antennas are as well. This is our little table burning on barbecue, like the locals, with the plate of intestines. That's what we're about to have. Yeah, look, he's going to do that. Yeah. Come on, thank you. I was saving that. I was saving. Put a little bit of marge on the griddle, get things going.
Ice in your beer. Do that? This is the entrance alleyway to our apartment. Jack the Ripper, Vietnam style. Ooh. With 2 jam-packed nights in Hanoi, we were ready to pack up the bikes and escape to the mountains. It was a crazy baptism of fire, but we could see the mountains in the distance. We couldn't wait to get to our first stop of Ba Bear Lake, about 150 kilometres outside of Hanoi. This is so good! I love it now. The further we got from Hanoi, the roads got twistier and the landscape became greener. But it was now a race against time to get to our first stop before nightfall. Look at that. Bloody hell.
So we've got 55 minutes, 40 kilometres.
Yeah.
How long will it take you to do the drone?
Not wanting to miss this epic sunset over the mountains, I took time out to fly the drone. This obviously meant we were going to hit Ba Bear Lake a lot later than anticipated. But it was an opportunity not to be missed.
So we've just arrived at our first stop, Bar Bay Lake, up in the north, but it's not the proper north, is it? It's halfway up to the...
halfway up, yeah.
It's sort of halfway up, so it's not the proper extreme right up on the border north, but it's called Bar Bay Lake for a reason, and that is, I don't know if this is going to pick it up, this lake, but we're going to get it in the morning, hopefully, the view. But look, this veranda goes all the way round, so you're looking straight out onto this. This is me and Will's little twin double bedroom here. Look at that. With views all the way, so I can't wait to see what this is like in the morning. Before hitting the road for the day, we'd heard about a cave that was about 5 kilometres up the road from the lake. So we kitted up and headed up to take a look. This was an absolutely stunning cave, and I'm so glad that we took the time to visit it. It was an absolute killer of a climb to get up. And once you're inside, there's just as many steps that descend down into the cave. I didn't go all the way down because I knew my legs were not going to get me back to the top. But Will made it all the way to the bottom, and he said it was absolutely magnificent. So if you go into Bar Bay Lake, make sure you stop off at the cave. It was time to get some ground underneath us and make way towards our next destination. Ultimately, we were aiming for the very northwest in a place called Ban Gioc, but we knew we weren't going to make it in a day. So we settled on a place about 110 kilometres outside of Bar Bay Lake, a place called Chao Bang. With a day spent flying drones, admiring these magnificent views and riding these twisty roads, the time quickly flew and we found ourselves yet again chasing the sunset to reach our destination. One thing we'd come to learn about riding Vietnamese roads is that you can never know what's round the next corner. 1 minute you could be riding freshly laid tarmac with big swooping open wide corners, and the next thing you're riding rutted red dirt clay roads. And we found ourselves riding through small villages and towns before we reached our destination. Another twin room. We did say, we got another twin again tomorrow. We said after that, I said actually, let's have a bit of a break and have our own rooms for a little bit. So I think we're going to look for our own rooms, but not too bad. It was about 80-90 mile drive today, but we had loads of stop-offs for drone and photography bits. But this room is right on the breakfast floor. Good and bad. Good, we can just get straight out of bed and go there. Bad, because I think they said they open at 6 in the morning or 6:15 for breakfast. So yeah, no, that was a good day. Lots of lovely twisty roads, some beautiful scenery, get a chance to fly the drone, all the rest of it. I'm going to upload some of that onto Insta with some footage that I had from the 360. And yeah, tonight I'm going to have a little look at what I shot today. So yeah, knackered. Yeah, it does look good. Right, me and Will have just come into like the most localist local place in the world. There's even, the camera's there, there's even like, look, he's got like a witchetty grub. This is like, I'm a celebrity, get me out of here, go on, eat it. Right, so this whole thing, I mean, look, we're not in prison, even though it's on a prison tray, but we got 2 beers, a Coke, and our 2 trays, and a bowl of whatever that is. 100 Vietnamese dong, which is £3. £3 for 2 trays of dinner, and all that lot. I mean, they could have pretended like we were foreigners and, you know, gullible and charged us triple that, but they're really nice, and they've given us bugs for free.
As we leave the craziness of Chao Bang and head northwest towards Ban Gioc and the Chinese border, little did I know that my joke that I made the night before at dinner about eating off a prison tray was closer to the truth than I'd like to imagine. Tune in to the next episode for more adventures. You can pick up your limited edition Tony Reviews Vietnam sticker from the Let Us Live website. I'll see you in the next one.